It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Carolina Panthers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
No, 66. Hey, we got four down. Ozzie. One play at a time now. Keep your poise.
Brady now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
This is Michel on the counter. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. A shotgun snap for Newton. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Brave1NC. And now it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise,
and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
So the Patriots coming out now. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Check. On the right.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Wait 20.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Dante Jackson. Picks it. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Set 180.
On second down, McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's rock now.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's rock now.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Buying time to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
gun.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, you wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, and I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Third and 2, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 45 yards. On 1st down, Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a carry for White. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, Newton forced out to his left. Spinning away and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
On first down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back to throw, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Newton on first down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Newton throwing again. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Newton's going to throw it, eluding and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Let's go, defense. 51. Check it out. Right.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, a 22.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we